Hi everyone. In the last video, we actually start creating our AI application, and then as we said is the AI application hub. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue building those applications so that the email spam filter, AI power translation, we're just going to be completing in this class. So in that case, we have all of them here. So if you just type it here, you'll be able to search in more than 40 languages. So you should be able to have an auto translate. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our code that I just started before, so that all we're going to write is we come to here, so that we're just going to say maybe we just write together. So let's just start with the one by one, copy here. So we're just going to say add email spam filters to the app. That's it. So it's going to create the app. And so it's going to create the existing views, and it's going to be creating, you see that there's a new feature from the cursor. It creates a to-dos list, so that it goes one by one and looking at all different applications that how it creates, just like we did before. It's just going to say keep, review the next file, keep, to make sure that all the things needs to be done, and started from the API and creating all the functions and to model, which is creates all the databases. It's just going to continue making all the files. Right now it's making the front end page, and that's pretty much about it. So that in this case, in a few clicks, we should be able to create our spam filter. Perfect. So in this case also, there are some new features that in the cursor, it's also testing it. So that's really good. Keep it, good. And then you can just run some comments. Of course, you're not going to be able to run, you don't need to run cursor in your computer, but also we discussed that. When you have a cursor in your computer, make sure that you're not really using your company's computer or something that you could, there's some confidential information could be, because at this moment, generative AI goes so fast and we really don't know that how it's going to end up, how it's using the information on the backend. That's why it's a clear, brand new, you can just use a backup computer, build it up. I suggest that you can use Linux is the best, because you can use low power, and some of the older computers will be perfectly fine to make it work. You can even buy some of the old Windows 10 computers. So in that case, it's all done. So in that say it's already updated. So let's see here. So go back to here, refresh it here. So we have the email spam filter. So it's right here. When we click on here, with applications, it's actually not giving much. So in that case, let's see what's happened. If you generated, you can use excess. Perfect. So let's also ask the next one here. The one that we created is the AI powered translation. And then we can just review together. Let's also add to the app. Very good. And then we're just going to do the same thing. Create the to-do list, and we're just going to review the files that's created, and that's pretty much about it. So in that case, the final result I'll be posting in the GitHub, and I will also post it in the zagao.com, and you should be able to see that at this time. And you see that it's very clear look from the cursor. So first of all, you have the file folder here, and then next one, if you want to search something and replace, the next one is for the GitHub. And then finally, if you want to have some extensions it just easily gets it. And using a Visual Studio Code look interface, it's really good. You start creating a translation page so that it will get stuck, because it's creating the view pages. So right now it's working on, let's see, where is it? Main. Yeah, it's right now creating the translation blueprint. Blueprint, we discussed that. In Flask, you can create an app and then you can create multiple blueprint to separate the functions. You can create admin, you can create the users, you can create normal pages, or you can create like e-commerce pages, so that you can create so many different functions. You can separate them. So it could really help you to create much bigger app with a smaller footprint, and you can easily to see which function goes where. That's good. And let's see, still waiting if there's something called the tool write, so that I'll pause here to see what happened, and then we can continue. Okay, so I understand that what's happened here, so that you see the issue. Let me recreate the translation pages so that so in that case, some cases you can have some issues with the cursor where it gets stuck. So in that case, it should be okay. You see that the translation continues. It's not really as good as the Google or something because you need to pay for it, but it could be a free ware, so that you can just continue developing it. So that's really not bad. Perfect. So finally, we're just gonna have the 3 of the 6 is done. So that continue the next one. So right now we are almost done with the writing the code. Of course, creating this kind of complicated code would take a lot of people, but right now it's just taking a lot of less time. So this is good. Also, it's also, you need to be careful about it, so that if you don't have any experience too much about that framework, you should be learning a little bit. It actually helps, so that you can continue developing it. The things will be much simpler with this way. But of course, when you go to a much higher difficult platforms, it's going to be challenging. So in that case, this is good. So in the production, you can we can integrate the Google Translate or the Microsoft Translates or the translation models. But for this one is okay. So in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to AI chatbot. It's working fine. So that email filter, something issues there. This actually doesn't really click. So in that case, let's just say both email spam filters and translation page doesn't open. So this is also doesn't open. So in this case, what we are saying is that there's an error. So in that case, trying to fix the error, which is really good. If you guide the cursor the way that it needs to write the code, it actually creates a great results. But you need to be very specific about that. So in that case, we just said, oh, we cannot open these pages, right? So we tell it so that it's trying to debug to see what is the issue. Few clicks, and the problem says what? Solved. Okay, so that's good. Current pages, how to access. So that's good. So let's see. I think it's refreshed. So with the Control C, you can kill it, and you can restart the application. So in that case, let's do it here. Okay, perfect. It's working, and this is auto detect from the English to, let's say, Spanish. Hello world, right? Okay, it says there's an error translating the text. So let's see what's happened here. Error translating the text. Let's just write here. I can see the error, so that they're trying to fix it again. Earlier version was much better that created. So in that case, I'll show it to you, and then you can compare it. But of course, when you're asking the cursor or the generative AI, it's going to start creating something so differently. So in this case, when you're asking the same command, it could be a different, it could be much better. What I created was much better, so that in this case, I'll show you at the end of this video. Okay, API is working, this is fine, and they say that what is the issue? Okay, problem. Okay, so fast so that we're not really able to see. By the way, you may also realize that I have a very fast computer, of course, but also I'm getting the generative AI much faster. I think the issue is not really the computers, also the internet speed. So in this case, we just said, okay, something happening again. Error occurred in the translating the. Okay, so just having the same issue. Same issue. Can't. Oh, right now we didn't review and see, we didn't finish the translation pages. Let's try again. Refresh the page and then see the French. This have the same kind of issue, which is okay because errors are okay. Same issue, can't translate. Okay, so that let me see the issue, run. Okay, form is there. It's checking under the hood all the issues, anything that have blocking to make sure that this computer, the function doesn't work. Try to fix it. API is working. And the problem fix, it says, let's see, refresh here. Okay, perfect. So bonjour. And if it's going to be German, hello. Okay, then either Italian. So Spanish. There you go. It's working fine. So I was just also putting all the recent translations here, so that's good. I was just trying to show about the Google speed, internet speed, so that you can actually see internet speed. Because I have a very fast internet speed, but you can see that's the case. I have a 896 megabits speed. So in that case, this is really a very fast, because when we go to 1,000 megabits, most of the cases, most companies or the places, you can have a 50 to 100. So in this case, I'm making like 100 times, almost 10 times faster. So that's why I'm getting a very fast result. That's why when you're using the cursor, it's a good idea to have a very fast internet as well too, which is I'm quite lucky to be in the United States to have this kind of speed. So that's good. So in that case, this is working fine. So in that case, we go to here so that it's working fine. But of course, when we look at the older version, it was better. So that in this case, let me show you that how it works, the older one. Okay, the older version was this one here. So the spam filter was something like this, so that it's actually can protect it against the in the Gmail or something, any kind of, or any personal emails that you have. Is analyze the spam and they look at it. But in that case, with the AI power, it was much better. So in that case, let's just put the hello world to, let's translate the Russian. Hello world. So let's see how it's going to turn out. So it's actually working just perfectly fine, so that it just tells you. Or if you want to change to French, it was almost 40 different languages. So bonjour, and if you want to put the Chinese, here you go. So that it's actually, you can copy it. It was much better. So in that case, I prefer to, I think that it could be better to use this one, this version that the cursor created. And that's pretty much about it. So in this case, I'm going to upload this to GitHub, and I'm just going to also upload to what is the name, to zagao.com. And then we're going to continue next about creating the voice assistant and email resume, creating the AI resume job matching function. And then see you in the next video.